Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Viking Arms. I'm feeling like we've had this quite a hard act to follow. That was amazing. If you've just tuned into the college concert, the winter concert there, absolutely phenomenal. Well done to everyone who's involved in that. Who did we pick out there?
It was nice to see Leo and figure out.
Yeah.
Of meet you, Leo.
Loads of our regulars featuring in the concert. So Noah Scotchbrook, we saw you there.
Zach Fisher, saw you.
Zach Fisher, yeah. Leo Slovakovsky.
Yay!
Some of our favourites were there as well. Johnny Miller, one of my math students.
Saw lots of the girls from Gilson.
Yeah.
They were doing it. Brilliant. Well done.
Loads of Billy Fundle doing stuff. Oh. Greg Dowden. And the return of Marcus Bagshaw, who I'm not sure if you remember him. He was like...
I remember Marcus.
Possibly one of the coolest kids that we've ever had at Shiplake.
And we should give a shout out to Mr. Milburn.
Oh.
Excellent work, Mr. Milburn.
He rocks. He's so good.
He was fantastic.
So I've had quite a good session on karaoke with Mr. Milburn in the past. And he doesn't even need the words. He can belt out any song. He's awesome. Really, really good. Right, anyway. We're doing a quiz. So welcome back to the Viking Arms. Thank you for choosing us to kick off your weekend following the winter concert. Who have we got first through the door? The Cliffs are here. The gang of four are joining us. Joanne and her mum are here. Leo Slovakovsky, hello and well done again. Governor Blomfield is in the house. Bonsoir, madame. Mr. Bevan is there. And the Fishers, again, well done, Zach. Good to see you in the concert. Jeff Smith, on time this week. No more sides. Mrs. White is here. The Brentons are here, and Mr. Howe says Les Howers sont ici.
Oh,
Les Howers sont ici. I think
Monsieur
Tresbon. There may be a round.
Yes.
That might pique your interest this evening, Mr. Howe.
Oh, Governor Blomfield's issuing the challenge.
And we've got an early challenge. So, yeah, well, we need to know the scores for definite from both sides. No cheating like last time. The Bonanza are here. Welcome, Jess and Chris. The Farquhars are here.
Can I just say Sophie? Because I know now that apparently Sophie wants to see Wilson as well. And ask about Wilson most weeks, so I will get Wilson at some point. Sophie.
God forbid people tune in just to answer questions.
Nobody cares.
Have a bit of fun answering some questions. There we go. Okay, Mrs. White and Mr. Brenton are just having a little catch up in the chats there. The Harpers are at the bar. Anything fancy for the Harpers this week? You had gimbal at some point. Anything else on the cocktail menu for the Harpers? Tam, as always, as you can always hear. Right there, checking on my behaviour and your comments, which is probably a little bit more needed tonight than the other nights, because I believe Governor Blomfield might be able to prove me wrong or confirm, but we might have a few more of our college governors this evening. Yeah.
You behave yourself.
Well, I've got to behave myself, but, I think their language can be quite,
I'm just always very, very impressed with Governor Blomfield's sort of like, I'll take anyone attitude to the quiz. I think that's fantastic.
Anyway, and if you are new to the quiz, don't worry. It's just a family quiz. It's something for everybody. Don't expect anything too academically rigorous.
We don't collect the papers in.
Who else have we got? The Lockwoods are back. The Youngs are here. Dr. Rosario, good evening. People still crowding through the doors.
The Milburns are here.
Where?
You've missed. I think they've scrolled past. Mrs. Green is here.
Oh, right. Welcome, Mr. Milburn. Mrs. Green, and Mrs. Morgan, who put that winter concert together.
I loved it. I absolutely
Incredible.
Loved
it's like I feel like we've got our own Shiplake channel, Shiplake TV channel. There's nothing else on a Friday night, so tune into Shiplake TV.
The Scotch books are asking for 4 substantial meals. Is that 4 substantial meals and a drink that you won't drink after you've finished your substantial meal? I think is the way forward now.
We've got a good line in gruel just for you, Mr. Scotchbrook. The Kennys are here in Jersey. So can anyone beat that? Is anyone further afield than Jersey tonight? And Dr. Sorry was seeing you. The Passmores are here.
Lovely.
People still rocking up. Special shout out this evening. And this is a special shout out and a really special thank you as well. I mean this sincerely. This one goes out to Mrs. Young this evening, because do you know what? She's done me such a great service this week.
What's Mrs. Young done?
Well, we're all looking forward to breaking up 2 weeks today.
It's
for,
been a
for
long
Christmas.
term. You've all
It's been a
worked very
long term.
hard.
We're all really, really tired. But she's invited me
What?
to present at a virtual open morning on the Saturday after we break up.
No way.
I know. I'm so
Oh, Mrs.
happy.
Young.
You are just the best. So thank you very much for that. Special shout out to you. Also, special hello to the Gang of Four, because the Gang of Four, you're always first up at the bar. Maybe, normally people get first at the bar so they don't have to buy everyone else
Hold on, wait.
drinks. But
wait.
What?
The Beasleys are here.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
we can continue.
I can stop stalling. And the Coltises are here as well. Good evening. And Mrs. Parsons says, because I'm so special. Not in that way.
You're special in many, many ways.
Yeah. Right, let's do some rules. The rules, as always, there will be 4 rounds of 11 questions, where the 11th question is a chance for you to have a chat, make a list, and also let me know how you're getting on. Answers at the end, and the total will be out of 80, and we'll get all of your scores in at the end. I'll read each question twice. Try not to cheat, although she's not here this evening, but Louise Rappel-Moore, she's convinced that people cheat at this quiz. She's convinced about it. She said, "Oh, you've run a nice quiz. Yeah, it's all very, very lovely, but people do cheat. You do know they cheat, don't you?" I was like, "Well, it's like Trump sort of saying, oh no, there's been voter fraud. There is absolutely no evidence to this, but she is absolutely convinced that people cheat out there. So I hope that's not true."
Mr. Milburn's asking if we need to check our list twice, and we do, Mr. Milburn, and we're hoping you are all nice.
See what you did.
Do you see? I'm feeling festive already.
Where have I got to? Yeah, so try not to cheat. Enjoy yourselves. Talk to us via the comments box. Keep it clean. After all, it's a family show. There's a lot of sniffing going on in here, and it's not that we've come down with COVID. It's just that the dog has got very interested in some biscuits that we've got on the desk. So if you hear a bit of a noise, it's that. Right then, I think. Who else is that? The Baxters here. The Brazzles are here. The Weatherstons are back. Brilliant. I think we're core. I think we're core it. I think we can crack on. So here we go. Round 1, general knowledge. Question number 1. Which city in Nevada is noted primarily for its gambling?
Oh, you've started well.
Don't get your hopes up on a highbrow quiz tonight. And if there are governors joining us, don't get your hopes up on a highbrow quiz tonight. It's accessible. Okay, it's for the masses. Question number 2. The name of which small snake is an anagram of a term for tree juice?
That makes me laugh every time. Tree juice.
The name of which small snake is an anagram of a term for tree juice?
Tree juice. Excellent.
Question number 3. What word describes a shoe worn by ballet dancers? What word describes a shoe worn by ballet dancers? Mr. Beasley looking forward to coming out of lockdown and going straight into tier 3.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Well, look, on the upside, I was going to do a spoiler, but it's not a spoiler because we revealed it last week.
What?
If you're stuck in tier 3, that's okay. You're stuck with us for 1 more week. It's the Christmas special next week.
Christmas special.
Anyway,
Mrs. Courtis is saying you're a bit obscure.
Bit obscure.
I mean, that could be a general comment, or it could be about a question. It's unclear.
It'll come clear. Question number 4. Who plays Princess Diana in season 4 of The Crown?
Oh.
Who plays Princess Diana in season 4 of The Crown? Beasley's off. He's leaving the UK. Where are you off to then?
Don't leave, Mr. Beasley.
What will Slough do without you?
There'll be no marketing board.
No. Question number 5. What word can mean spread, glue, or jewellery? What word can mean spread, glue, or jewellery? He's off to France. Is that any better?
How glamorous.
Are they locked down or not?
I think my aunt's still filling in forms to go for a walk.
Right. Joanne, what is this?
It's an Imelda thing. I think there are many Imeldas or Melders in a room.
Because my mum's name is Melda, and there can't be many times when you get 2 Meldas at a quiz. Oh. Well. Question number 6. What sporting measurement is equivalent to 220 yards? What sporting measurement is equivalent to 220 yards? Question number 7. Which term for a style of trousers can also refer to distress signals? Which term for a style of trousers can also refer to distress signals? Could make a joke about Mr. Milburn's trousers looking a bit distressed, but I won't.
Let's not do that. Mr. Milburn rocked in the concert this evening. He deserves much, much credit.
Tell you what, that Shiplake stone's nasty to some people, I tell you.
Mr. Milburn, you can have words on Monday. That's all I'm saying. It was Mr. Milburn's birthday, was it?
I know. I gave him a lucky rub on his belly.
You're so horrible. I genuinely don't know why
Anyway,
he talks to me.
question number 8. Which character was voiced by Eddie Murphy in the Shrek movies? Which character was voiced by Eddie Murphy in the Shrek movies? Actually, I don't feel. We didn't. Happy birthday to Mr. Milburn.
Yeah,
for
happy
Thursday
birthday,
as well.
Mr. Milburn.
I hope you had a great
How
day.
about we just be nice for a minute? See, Dr. Rosario is getting a thank you for saying happy birthday, but you're not. Off the Christmas card list.
Question number 9. The radio code words for which 2 letters of the alphabet are types of dances? The radio code words for which 2 letters of the alphabet are types of dances?
I think the Fishers will know that one. The Fishers will definitely know that one.
Got to do double duty now.
That serves you right.
Yeah.
You're mean, you have to take the punishment.
Choice, risk, consequence.
And you got
Question number 10. What is the capital of Sweden? What is the capital of Sweden? And question 11. Can you name the 10 Formula One racing teams for 2020?
You'll either know it or you won't. I feel that's one of those questions.
Oh, you're bound to get a few. Name the 10 Formula One racing teams for 2020. Dr. Cesario, put Mr. Seto on cover.
I don't think Dr. Rosario knows how cover works.
I don't think he understands how the system works. There's a definite system. Nobody messes with the system. Whilst you're thinking of your 10 Formula One racing teams for 2020, same as every week.
Come on, you know you want to tell us.
Come on then. What have you been treating yourselves to this evening? What did we have this evening? We've had
Patatas bravas.
We went all Spanish this evening, so that was very, very nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Was nice.
Wilson's had some kitten meat. That was the treat for him.
Well, I think also it was a treat for the dog because she seemed to wheedle her way into where the cat food is and have some.
Eaten quite a bit of it. What are you having?
If the cool tasses tell me that that Louise has made cookies one more time, and my stomach's going to start rumbling. Louise makes good cookies.
I think there's probably quite a few people thinking about these.
Oh, now someone else, another of the netball girls is making cookies. Megan's made chocolate Oreo cookies.
Nice.
Oh, goodness me.
I do like the thought that people just tune into this, having a sort of a nice quiz and having something nice to drink, nice to eat. Apart from the Scotch Brooks, obviously, they're just having their gruel. The weekly dose of it.
We hope it's weekly. Could be daily.
Time to tell from the Scotch Brook house. Here we go. The Whites are having chunky fishmonger sandwich and a large gin and tonic. It's been a long week. Great leftovers from yesterday's Thanksgiving. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Harpers. The Scotch Brooks are chili con gruel. Good.
Nice, good.
Passmore's. She's made sausage rolls.
Oh.
And they were finished in seconds. I'm sure you've got to cook them for a bit longer than that. Mr. Milburn had the voice of an angel.
It was a great song.
It was.
He did really, really well. I loved it. Made me feel very festive, Mr. Milburn.
So the 10 Formula One racing teams for 2020. Unfortunately, because as we've mentioned before, trying to think of these, come up with 10 things, questions. There are only 10 racing teams, so I jumped onto that one. Right, we're going to move. Is that enough time for them, do you think?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to move on to round 2. And round 2 tonight.
Which, given how you've all introduced yourselves in various languages, I think we've done well with
certainly
this.
Governor Blomfield and Mr. Howe should be all right at this one.
Mrs. Brazil as well, I think.
Who?
Yeah, Catherine Brazil said something in a language when she came in.
What, Monge 2?
Could have been Monge 2, but it still seems very fancy.
Yeah, this one is all about linguistics. Okay, common phrases that you'd hear abroad. So, question number 1: if you ordered the cuisse de grenouille, what will you be eating? So, if you're in a restaurant and you ordered the cuisse de grenouille, what will you be eating? And it's not gruel, Mr. Scotchbrook.
Will I block anyone's comments who makes comments about your pronunciation or?
No. What? Well, yes.
Oh, ready.
Yes.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Question 2: if you are drinking a delicious glass of Spartan from the local brewery, which city are you in?
That's a difficult one.
If you are drinking a delicious glass of Spartan from the local brewery, which city are you in?
It's tricky.
Question number 3.
Aye.
Yeah. A pastis de nata, yes, is a Portuguese what? A pastis de nata is a Portuguese what? Question. Oh no. What? Well, I started to talk and then I just.
You just kind of trailed off.
Well, I thought there was an action to my side. What?
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Question number 4. What is, so if you're in a restaurant and you ordered a huître, what would you be having?
Do that again.
What is a huître? I'm doing my best.
I know, and it's very good. I'm sure everyone is applauding the effort.
Yeah. But the Dirkoops are out there in Switzerland somewhere. Probably.
Just rolling their eyes. Yeah, quite possibly.
Question number 5. In which country would you be eating mamaliga as a staple part of your diet? In which country would you be eating mamaliga as a staple part of your diet? Can I spell?
Which question?
Well, huître is Huitre. And mamaliga, well, I don't even know if I've got the spelling for mamaliga right, to be honest, but it's Mamaliga. Question number 6. What does RSVP stand for? What does RSVP stand for? We're not going to judge your spelling. We'll just leave that one to you. Does spelling matter? Of course it does, but I trust you to mark your own. Question number 7. If you are on holiday and you require the Krankenhaus, where are you going?
I'm adding the words now. I feel that. Is that good?
Oh. Yeah, you know what they're like. Don't start complaining otherwise. If you're on holiday and you require the Krankenhaus, where are you going? The Cordels. You've missed the first round. Guess. Just give. Write
down words.
Just, what do you normally get on round 1 general knowledge? Just give yourself that score and join in from here. Question number 8. If we are on holiday in Italy and I say, let's go and meet at the Pont, where is that? Exactly, Karen, exactly. Dr. Tresario scoring.
You've already got 47.
You're doing terribly well. If we are on holiday in Italy and I say, let's go and meet at the Pont, where is that? been dreading this one. Question number 9. If I say Cześć
Yes.
in Polish, what am I saying? If I say Cześć in Polish, what am I saying? And question 10. If I say obrigado in Portuguese, what am I saying? Well, obviously, I'm not saying obrigado. That's obrigado in English. I don't know how you pronounce it in Portuguese. As an Englishman abroad, obrigado, and then shout it, obrigado. What am I saying? And question 11. Now, I don't want anyone to think there's any nepotism going on here whatsoever. And it doesn't matter that the headmaster's got a degree in German.
Has he actually?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Have it. It's a gift. Have it as a gift.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Question 11. Can you write down the numbers from 1 to 10 in German?
Gosh.
We've really gone to town on this quiz. It's been a busy week. What the hell do we ask them? I'll just say 1 to 10 in German.
1 to 10 in German.
Okay. So, yeah, this should be quite a short little interlude, really.
Yeah.
But they can't all know 1 to 10 in German. Oh, Mrs. Passmore, of course. She's got a German degree. Oh, this is poorly planned. Where were the Japanese questions?
That was not going to work well. Japanese questions weren't going to work well.
Dr. Guitar is part German. Which part?
Gosh, that means Dr. Rob must be on for about 118 this week then now.
Right, we're conscious that we don't need to give you very long. We're kind of whizzing through this quiz tonight.
It's kicking off again. Governor Blomfield. She lived in Germany.
Well, I think actually, if you're in the Blomfield or the
Blomfield.
Howe household, I think maybe that would be a good question for the kids.
They could let the children do
You could just let the children take ownership of that question. Mr. Howe, I can't believe you can't write that.
I'm hiding that. I exert my power and hide Mr. Howe's comment.
I can't believe we've just had to censor Mr. Howe. You can't swear in the comments. It's a family show. God. Hit the gin a bit too early, I think.
Even Jeff Smith on with Wunderbar.
Yeah, that's fine. Jeff Smith, absolutely fine.
Jeff is a good guy.
Yeah. With all of his friends this evening.
Yeah.
Right, round 3. Let's move on. I'm shocked to my core. Right, quick, round 3. We're upping it a little bit. So this is our bit of blue. This is our blue round.
That's appropriate after Mr. Howe.
Yeah. Don't know how to carry on. I'm going to have to shut this down. Right, question number 1 in our blue round. Bit of blue. What type of creature is the British blue? What type of creature is the British blue? Look, everyone's showing off with their German now.
I know.
Oh, she's just retracted that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm delving back to GCSE German in my brain as quickly. I can only remember to ask where the train station is. That's not very helpful, is it?
It's after Lincoln Seite.
Yeah.
What type of... question number 2. What type of food is a Danish blue? What type of food is a Danish blue? Question number 3. Which heritage line runs from East Grinstead to Sheffield Park in Sussex? Which heritage line runs from East Grinstead to Sheffield Park in Sussex?
Should we give a bit more of a clue with that one?
No, we need a few questions to kind of, get some order in the pack, don't we?
What was that?
Get a bit of order, a bit of ranking going on.
Okay.
Question number 4. In the nursery rhyme, Little Boy Blue, where are the sheep? In the nursery rhyme Little Boy Blue, where are the sheep? Dr. Shire says to challenge me.
Well, it's a given you're going to get 84,
Mm.
Dr. Rob. We're just trying to, hold you back from hitting 100.
Question number 5. Which national flag appears on a blue ensign? Which national flag appears on a blue ensign? Mr. Beasley's changed his tune. He's gone to Wales now. So it could have at least been the Slough flag.
It's a banner that Mr. Beasley carries proudly aloft.
Don't know where Dr. Rosario thinks he is with that last comment. Bit near the
You
mark.
wait till next week, Dr. Rob. The Christmas quiz is going to absolutely blow you away.
Question number 6. Which former German state lends its name to a dark blue pigment? Which former German state lends its name to a dark blue pigment?
I like that one.
Mm. Who wrote that? Was that your one?
Mm.
Question number 7. Which singer starred in the 1961 film Blue Hawaii? Which singer starred in the 1961 film Blue Hawaii? Question number 8. Which aid to mobile communication is named after a 10th century Scandinavian king? Which aid to mobile communication is named after a 10th century Scandinavian king? And question 9. In the type of music known as R&B, B stand for blues. But what does the R stand for? In the type of music known as rhythm and blues, B stands for blues. But what does the R stand for? And question number 10. Blue and which other colour are used to describe the two main tributaries of the River Nile? Blue and which other colour are used to describe the two main tributaries of the River Nile? Okay, and question 11. So we're going to do something slightly different with this one. I'm going to give you the names of 10 people that they've got blue plaques dedicated to them in Oxfordshire. But what profession does the plaque recognise? So, for example, if I said Sir John Betjeman, the answer would be it recognises that he's a poet. Okay, so I'm going to give you the names of 10 people with blue plaques, but what profession does the plaque recognise? So the first one here is Ronnie Barker. What profession does the plaque recognise for Ronnie Barker? And the second one is C.S. Lewis. We'll call it Part B. Part B, C.S. Lewis. And Part C, William Morris. And Part D, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien. Sorry. Part E, William Turner. Part F, Robert Graves. And G, Henry Boddington. And H, so the eighth one is Sir Max Mallowan. One for Mrs. Young there.
Definitely one for Mrs. Young.
Sir Max Mallowan. And I, Kenneth Graham. And J, H. H. Asquith. H. Asquith. Okay, and
Can I just say,
Go on.
when we were looking into that round, one of the blue plaques is actually just dedicated to penicillin. Penicillin has a blue plaque of all of its own in Oxfordshire.
Because it was grown.
It was
there, or tested there.
In this place.
Hmm.
Actually, penicillin has two plaques. One where it was sort of developed, and one where it was tested. But I thought that was cool that penicillin has its own blue plaque.
Not penicillin.
No, it was definitely penicillin.
Doing myself proud there, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay. See? Yes. Bring on the dad jokes.
Yeah, I was going to say, we should do a round on dad jokes. You can all come up with the same answers at the same time.
Oh, dear. Right. Okay.
Proud
Last
of that.
Yes. Yes. Someone comes up with rubbish jokes as well. Okay. Last round for tonight then. This is all about history.
Yeah.
And this has been guest written this evening. Finally, you've written a round.
Rude.
History courtesy of Mrs. Settle. Question number 1. Last Saturday marked 102 years since the Qualification of Women Act. But what did this act allow women to do? Last Saturday marked 102 years since the Qualification of Women Act. What did this act allow women to do?
Do you also know that's one of the shortest acts in British parliamentary history? The main body of it is only something like 27 words.
Mm. So Mrs. Settle, as well as being a bit of a history buff, is very much a bit of a politics geek as well, aren't you? So,
yeah. Thanks.
This is just turning into QI now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Question number 2. In August 1819, around 60,000 peaceful protesters were attacked in an open square in Manchester. What was this event known as? In August 1819, around 60,000 peaceful protesters were attacked in an open square in Manchester. What was this event known as? And question number 3. Who was the first human to journey into space? Who was the first human to journey into space? Question number 4. Where did the Great Fire of London begin on September the 2nd, 1666? Where did the Great Fire of London begin on the 2nd of September, 1666?
I'm getting a bit much, a bit late.
Question number 5. In which decade did the potato famine strike Ireland? In which decade did the potato famine strike Ireland? Was it Slough?
Could have been Slough. If in doubt, definitely put Slough as an answer.
Yeah. Might have done it a favour. The bikers are here. Any chance to quickly repeat the first round's first 5 questions for those who are watching A Question of Sport when you... No.
You can't come in from another quiz.
What do you think this is? Christ alive.
I know, I feel guilty. Can't you copy and paste?
We've got hundreds of people watching this, and I'm not reading through the whole thing just because you was doing another quiz.
Just write down a few words.
Just right. You wanted the first 5 questions. You can have. We'll give you 3. You normally score all right. You can have 3. Where am I up to? Question number 6. Who sent the Spanish Armada to England in 1588?
There's a suggestion now you should take a bit more time to consider the request.
I don't know what number quiz we're up to, but I've had it up to here with the sort of requests.
Yeah, Mr. Beasley's right. Question of Sport is nothing compared to this quality.
Yeah.
Well done.
Quite right. Where was I up to?
Oh gosh.
Have I repeated that one? So question number 6 was who sent the Spanish Armada to England in 1588? You wouldn't be the only one taking liberties with your scoring, I'm sure. Question number 7. Who was the last Tsar of Russia? Who was the last Tsar of Russia? Question number 8. What famous French landmark was the document signed which set out the terms of peace following the First World War? What famous French landmark was the document signed which set out the terms of peace following the First World War?
Keep going, Leo. Keep going. You're doing really well.
Ask your parents. Do you think these just...
It's a learning opportunity, Leo.
Yeah,
we'll give you the answers, then you can commit these facts to memory.
Yeah, or are you saying that this is really hard for your parents?
Number 9.
Number 9. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and who was the third astronaut involved in the Apollo 11 space mission? Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and who was the third astronaut involved in the Apollo 11 space mission? I'm pleased that Leo wrote that on your round, not mine. See, my questions tend to be a little bit more kind of, bit for most. It's a family show. Yours are quite highbrow, I feel.
Oh. I don't know what to say.
Best say nothing.
I'll let myself down next week when I do a round on Christmas movies. Don't worry.
Question 10. In which country is the Bay of Pigs? In which country is the Bay of Pigs? And the last one. We got through this quiz very quickly tonight.
Yeah, we've got to do the answers.
Question 11. Can you name 10 of the regnal names of English kings and queens, not Lord Protectors, it says here in bold, from the Normans to the present day?
So no Ethelreds and no Alfreds. And
I haven't finished reading
no
the question.
Rufuses.
But,
I just had to...
Do you want to read it?
No, it's not my job.
We're looking for their first names only, not their numbers. So you can't write numbered variants on the same name. So you can't have Tam the first and Tam the second and Tam
I would
third.
like to be Tam the first.
So can you name 10 of the regnal names of English kings and queens since the Normans to the present day, looking for their first names only, not their numbers? Great question.
Thank you. Was that said grudgingly or with genuine?
No, genuine niceness, respect. Yeah, well done.
Oh, another of the band members has arrived, Mr. Olhausen.
Welcome to the after party, Mr. Olhausen. Welcome.
Yes, you probably.
Yes, you probably will. It comes down to who declares first, really, doesn't it? But...
You can just say any number in the answers. Let's be fair.
Right, whilst people are thinking of their 10 of the regnal names of English kings and queens, so we're doing exciting stuff this weekend. We're putting the tree up, so we're getting on board with what a lot of you were talking about last week. We're going to put our tree up tomorrow because
we're not doing it for ourselves, though, are we? Let's be honest.
What are we doing it for, darling?
We're doing it for next Friday's Christmas quiz.
There we go. And yeah, there's no spoiler there. We've told you loads. So yeah, next Friday is the Christmas special. Though it's going to be
all you need for Christmas.
It's going to be like Strictly on Heat with the
We're not dancing.
baubles, the glitter, the decorations.
Are you getting a fake tan?
No.
Okay.
No. We might put a little party collar on Wilson and put a little elf hat on him. So yeah, we're decorating. So what are you doing? This is your last lockdown weekend, unless you're Mr. Beasley in Slough. Can anyone beat that? Is anyone decorating their house this weekend, or can anyone beat that? Let us know in the comments whilst you're thinking of your 10 regnal names.
We will be wearing Christmas jumpers.
Are we?
Yes.
All right. We might have to do this thing. Do you remember when we did the speech day special? There's been so many of them. But yeah, if you want to send us pictures of you guys wearing your Christmas jumpers, we'll put them up on the screen.
In that very technical way we do.
Yeah. So send us pictures of you in your Christmas jumpers and your elf hats and drinking Advocaat. Then we'll happily share those next Friday.
Next Friday,
Yeah.
Christmas quiz.
Yeah, and then we're done for the year.
You don't have to sound it like that. This has genuinely been one of the loveliest things of a really difficult year.
Yeah. Okay. No, it is. It is
nice.
But when you get to Thursday, you think, "Oh God, I haven't written the quiz." I'm gonna have to do that the week after next. So yeah, clearly no one can beat setting up a tree.
No, either that or they're still wondering about 10 Regnal names.
I don't know what she agrees with, but
she's just agreeing with me. Thank you, Governor Blomfield. As long as you're agreeing, I'm all good.
I think a Christmas Day special, we all donate £50 per team for the homeless. Not a bad shout.
Not a bad shout. If we can raise some money, that would be an extra bonus, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, actually, because I've tried this before and it kind of worked. If you think that's a good idea, if you want us to set up a Just Giving page for equivalent next Friday to raise some money for a homeless charity over Christmas.
How about we raise some money for Nomad in Henley? They're really struggling this time of year, and there's another couple of food banks in the area we can support as well.
Okay,
that would be really
give us some feedback on that one. If you want us to set up a Just Giving page for next week, and we'll do a Christmas special, and we'll raise some money for Nomad. We raised some money earlier in the year for the Reading Dropping Centre. I think we raised about 50 quid, was it, or 100 quid?
About 100, I think it was 100 something.
So we've done the Reading Drop-In Centre. We'll do Nomad this time around. Yeah, okay, carried. Proposed, seconded, thirded, fourth. Yep, fine.
We're done.
We
will sort that out, and we will put the link in the chat next week. And anybody who is able to donate, we would be really thrilled, and that would be a lovely thing. Great idea, Mr. B.
Okay, cool. Right then. So before we get on to the answers, all that's left is for me to say, obviously, thanks very much for joining us again, and I hope you enjoyed your evening back in the Viking Arms. We will be back here for the Christmas special next Friday, 8 o'clock, usual time, usual place, and we'll have a special charity fundraiser as well. So here are the answers. Going back to question 1 on general knowledge, which city in Nevada is noted primarily for its gambling? That is Las Vegas. The name of which small snake is an anagram for tree juice is the asp.
And the tree juice is?
Sap.
Yes. Well done, you.
A shoe worn by ballet dancers is a point. Princess Diana in season 4 of The Crown is Emma Corrin. What word can mean spread, glue, or jewellery? That is paste. 220 yards is a furlong. Sometimes I wonder if, when I'm reading through these, if Dr. Drosario's score is just going to flash up anyway, irrespective of what I'm saying. I'm sure he's already worked out what he's got. Yeah. Question number 7. Their flares, a style of trousers. Can't even read.
Came that. That was excellent.
It was a little bit strong this evening. Which term for a style of trousers is also distress signals, is flares. Question number 8. Eddie Murphy was the donkey in Shrek. The radio code words for which 2 letters of the alphabet are types of dances would be F and T, foxtrot and tango. Question number 10. What is the capital of Sweden? That is Stockholm. And the 10 Formula 1 racing teams for 2020 are Mercedes, Red Bull, Racing Point, McLaren, Renault, Ferrari, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Haas F1, and Williams. Then on to round 2, linguistics. If you order the cuisse de grenouille, you will be eating frog's legs. Question number 2, in which city will you find the brewery Spartan? That's Munich. A pastis de nata is a Portuguese custard tart. Question number 4, a huitra.
Do it again.
A huitra
Nice.
is an oyster. In which country would you be eating mamaliga as a staple part of your diet? I'm so sorry that that was for Mrs. Edimo, but she's not here tonight. But that is Romania. Question 6. What does RSVP stand for? Répondez, s'il vous plaît.
Again?
Répondez, s'il vous plaît.
Nicely done.
If you are on holiday and you require the Kranken house, you need the hospital. Question number 8. If you're in Italy and you want to go to the pont, that is the bridge. If I say cześć in Polish, I am saying hello. If I say obrigado in Portuguese, what am I saying? I'm saying thank you. And count to 11, count to 10 in German. I've actually got to do it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting. I was going to help you out, but no.
Judge your own spelling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You did that with a little accent as well there.
You know.
Gosh.
Just because he's got a German degree, you don't have monopoly on German.
He's still got the dad jokes though, just like you. Penicillin. Exactly the same.
Right. Round 3. Blue. What type of creature is the British blue? That is a cat. Danish blue is a cheese. Question number 3. The heritage line running from East Grinstead to Sheffield Park is the Bluebell Railway. And I've been distracted. We'll work on your pronunciation. How rude. So it's obviously a glitch on YouTube.
That's not rude. That's helpful. That's useful. Good feedback, Mrs. Parsons.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks very much for that. In the nursery rhyme, little boy blue. Did I do number 3? Number 3 is the Bluebell Railway. Number 4, where are the sheep? They're in the meadow, obviously. Number 5, which flag appears on a blue ensign? It's the Union Jack or the British flag. Question 6, which form of German state lends its name to a dark blue pigment? That's Prussia. Question 7, which singer starred in the 1961 film Blue Hawaii? That was Elvis Presley. Which aid to mobile communication is named after a 10th century Scandinavian king? That is Bluetooth. What does the R stand for in R&B? That is rhythm. Question 10. Blue and which other colour are used to describe the 2 main tributaries of the River Nile? That would be white. And back to our blue plaques. So Ronnie Barker is an actor stroke comedian. So either one of those. You can have actor or comedian for Ronnie Barker. C.S. Lewis is an author. William Morris was a car maker and philanthropist. Either one of those we'll take. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien is an author. Donald MacDonald. William Turner is an artist. Robert Graves is a poet or writer. Henry Boddington is a brewer. Sir Max Mallowan was an archaeologist married to Agatha Mallowan, better known as
Agatha Christie.
Indeed. Kenneth Graham was an author, and H.H. Asquith is a prime minister. Was the prime minister. Yeah. Last round on history. What did the Qualification of Women Act allow women to do? It was to stand for election as an MP, or to stand for election. Question 2. What am I saying? In August 1819, the attack in Manchester is better known as the Peterloo Massacre. The Peterloo Massacre. Question number 3. Who was the first human to journey into space? That was Yuri Gagarin. In 1666, the Great Fire of London began in Pudding Lane. Question number 5. In which decade did the potato famine strike Ireland? It was the 1840s. Question 6. Who sent the Spanish Armada to England in 1588? It was Philip II of Spain, King Philip II. Question 7. Who was the last Tsar of Russia? That was Nicholas II. At what famous... question number 8. At what famous French landmark was the peace treaty signed after the First World War? Was the Palace of Versailles. Question 9. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins was the 3rd astronaut in Apollo 11. Michael Collins. In which country will you get the Bay of Pigs? That is Cuba. And you needed 10 regnal names of English kings and queens. So any 10 from the following: William, Henry, Stephen, Richard, John, Edward, James, Charles, George, Mary, Elizabeth, and Victoria. That's it. There's only 12 of them. But any 10 of those, please. William, Henry, Stephen, Richard, John, Edward, James, Charles, George, Mary, Elizabeth, and Victoria.
Excellent.
No Keiths.
I don't know why. No Tamarins either.
No
But what can you do?
Right, so there we go. There were the answers. Have a little tot up of your scores. We'll get some scores coming in. Queen Anne.
Now, there was something about Queen Anne.
No, you can't have Queen Anne because there's something about her apparently.
Yeah.
Whilst you're doing your scores, thank you
another.
again for being with us this evening. We do hope you have a great weekend and make the most of your final lockdown weekend. And here we go. They're coming through now. So the Slovakovskis kicking us off with 64. And Mrs. Green's thrown off. What is Mrs. Green saying? Slovakovsky's 64. Mrs. Young on 63. The Passmans on 69, leading the way there. The Milburns on 61. Jeff Smith, well done. Best yet, 62. The Fishers are on 54. 64 for the Lockwoods. The Oldhausens on a good round score of 0. 68 from the Coltasses. They're in second place then. Dr. Rosario, I think we got 76. I don't believe you. The Gang of Four are on 70. So you are currently in the lead. 62 for the Bonans. Brenton's, I can't accept Dr. Rosario's scores anymore because he's like the boy who cried wolf. Where was I up to? Yeah, the Gang of Four on 70. The Bonans, great score, 62. The Brentons on 63. 71 for the Manly Wars there. So I think that puts them in first. Bevan's on 53. Brazel's on a very modest 48. Humphreys are on 54. And 69 from the Scotchbrooks. 73 from the Kennys, which I think puts them in the lead. The Bikers on not quite a 50. Mrs. Rappel is on a 70. Joe Williams on 63. Mr. Howe's not going to show. Just come on, be a gentleman. 62 for the Weathersons. So it's looking like we've got a win this week for the Kennys. Second place for the Manly Wars. And third place for, I've lost it now. It's gone off my screen. Shameful 43 for the Cordells. That doesn't matter. You don't need to be ashamed. And okay, Mr. Howe showing his hands. He's got 54. Governor, come on then. There it is. We have in German.
Oh, I feel like there should be a drum roll.
Come on then. Oh, come on. 65.
Oh,
well done.
Good.
Well done. Well done.
Mrs. Green was saying that she thinks this is our 20th quiz.
Blimey. So I've got a back catalogue of 20 episodes of the quiz.
Yes, that's a lot of questions.
Yeah, isn't it just? Isn't it just? Right, and with that sobering thought, good night, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week for the Christmas
quiz
special.
And a bit of a fundraiser if you're around.
Indeed. Right, see you later.